Hi guys, welcome back to another yoga class. I will meet you on your yoga mat when you are ready.
So we're going to get started on the mat, lying with our back on the mat and then our knees bent facing the ceiling. In your own time, maybe grab a glass of water and your mat, that's all you're going to need. Rolling down and just finding stillness for the first few moments, finding the soles of your feet on your mat. Either have your palms facing down, or if you want to face them up, inviting a bit more energy. And just closing down your eyes, focusing on the area that you're in this present moment. And gradually bringing your attention to your breath. As you take inhales through the nose, allow your belly to rise. Sending that inhale and breath all throughout your body. And exhale, allow your belly to fall, releasing everything down. Feel the weight of your body on the mat. Become slightly aware of your thoughts. If your head's busy, just allow your focus to really be on the breath, blocking out any other thoughts. Invite them in, but they can quickly go back out again as soon as they came in. Not thinking of your to-do list or anything, and just enjoying this moment you took for yourself to take this class today. I'll take one more round of breath here. Inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale, let the belly fall. From here, welcome to keep your eyes closed if you wish, or if you want to keep them open. Inhale to sweep your arms open over your head, clasping together, interlocking your fingers or just clasping at the wrists, and then extending your legs out long. Pushing your body away from each other, extending your toes out long, and then pushing your fingertips all the way to the back of the wall for a full body stretch. And exhale to release. Bring everything back in. Make the body into a small little ball. Lift your forehead to your knees and hug everything in. Let your shoulders fall back to the mat here and just swing your knees side to side, opening and wakening those lower back muscles, getting everything loosened out. And we're going to come into a similar stretch that we've just done, but a nice variation. So extend the legs out long once more. Inhale, hands over the head, and then you're going to twist your body to the right hand side. Allow your legs to also come to the right. It's almost like a half moon stretch or a banana pose. And then really stretch your legs and arms away, feeling that nice side body stretch to the left hand side of the body. As you inhale, send the breath all the way through the ribs. And exhale, really extend. Your next inhale, come back through center and repeat over to the other side. Inhale, extend, reach to the right side body. And exhale, release. One more deep breath here. And on your exhale, find yourself back to your central neutral position. Kick your knees into your chest. Give them a nice hug. And then extend your left leg out long. Again, coming over for a spinal twist. So your right knee is going to fall over the left hand side. Then your gaze goes out to the right, over the right shoulder. With each inhale in this pose, really think of extending long. And on each exhale, you're twisting a tiny bit further. A really nice twist for the spine here. On that next exhale, carefully bring yourself back through neutral and slowly swap over the legs. Right leg extends this time, left knee comes into the chest, and then extend left knee over the right side body. Bring your knees back into the center one more time. Give them a nice big hug. Roll up on take your shoulders off. Allow your forehead to meet your knees. Really squeeze your body in here, making yourself as small as possible. And then once again, exhale, extend. Soles of the feet come back to the mat. Find yourself in that semi-supine position, knees pointing up to the ceiling. Alright, from this position here, you're going to keep your back really strong and planted, core is engaged so that that arch in the lower back is really flat to the mat. Waking up the backs of the legs here. You're going to keep your left leg grounded as you peel off your right knee, send it into the chest, and then pointing through your right toes, exhale to extend that leg long, all the way to the ceiling, flexing the foot, and then inhale, lower. Almost all the way to the mat, hover at 1 inch off the mat, and then you're going to point through the toes, peel the knee into the chest, and exhale, extend. Repeat this 4 more times. Inhale to flex the foot, lower to the mat, hover it there, point, and bend it back into the chest. Inhale, extend, and exhale, lower. Repeat this 1 more time. And on your last extension, hovering your leg on the mat, and then just replace the foot down. So planting the sole of your right foot back onto the mat, repeating onto the other side, waking up the left leg, peeling that left knee into the chest, pointing through the toes as you exhale to extend that leg. You're going to feel tight in the back of your leg, but this is just warming up and waking up that hamstring. Really make an effort to really straighten that leg, so locking the knee. Inhale to flex through that foot, aiming to get your heels close to the ceiling, and then extend your leg long, hover 1 inch off the mat. Inhale, point, and bring the knee back in. Extend all the way up, flex that heel, and lower. Repeating this 2 more times. Flexing through the foot, really stretching that back of the leg, lowering, engaging your thigh here as you lower, hovering the knee, and then once more bring the knee into the chest. Repeat it 1 more time. And as you extend and stretch it out long, exhale to plant the foot back. Bring your knees into your chest and just rock side to side, releasing there. It's just started to lash rain. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it, but we're going to continue this flow in the middle of a Caribbean storm. And then as we going to exhale and extend our legs long, we're going to wake up our abs by doing some roll-ups. So you're really going to tuck in your core here. Extend your arms out long, and then inhale as you peel up, keeping your chest close to your chin, close to your chest. Really peel up long. As you get to a 90-degree angle, aim for your back to be super straight, and then continue that reach forward over your legs. Exhale to repeat, down curving through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae comes to meet the mat. Not rushing through this here. And then as you exhale, continue that breath, continue the arms all the way over the head. Inhale to repeat, rolling up chin to chest, using your core here. And exhale, sending it over the legs. Inhale, rolling down. The slower you roll down here, the safer, the more your core is gonna really fire up and start to work. Sweeping your arms overhead. 2 more. Roll up. Straightening through that spine and then allowing yourself to fall over the legs. Exhale to roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, squeezing your core. Last time here as we roll up, feeling the abdominals fire up. Relaxing over your legs for an extra moment as you wake up those hamstrings. Keep a generous bend in the knees here over the stretch if you need. And then from here, peeling up to a seated position, you're going to bend your legs, coming into a nice cross-legged position or whatever seated position is most comfortable for you. We're just going to move through some side stretches. Inhale to reach your arms up and overhead, lifting your gaze. And exhale to drop the right hand down by your side, sweeping the left arm over the body. Inhale to come back up through center, lifting out of the hips as you stretch your arms overhead. And exhale to drop the left hand down. You can continue the right arm up and over. Really nice. Coming back through center here and just taking a moment in your seated position. Allow your hands to find your thighs once more and really lift up to the crown of your head, correcting that posture. Now that your core is fired up. And check in with your breath once more. Blink open your eyes here if you've closed down your eyes, and just release your legs out in front of you, keeping a soft bend. Soles of your feet come to the mat. You can scoot yourself forward because we're going to really, again, curve in that spine. Tuck the chin to the chest and lower, rippling down vertebrae by vertebrae until your full back comes to meet the mat. And then bringing your heels quite in close to your hips. And feet are nice hip distance apart. We're going to move through some of our bridge poses, really waking up our glutes now. Palms are facing down on the mat as you can use them to kind of help you lift up. So from here, checking in that pelvis is really tucked, core engaged, pushing through the heels. And then inhale, begin to peel up, lifting your hips high to the sky. Squeezing at the top, engaging your glutes. And exhale, lower. Coming down slow and controlled in your own time. Inhale, pushing off, peeling your hips up to the sky. Holding at the top. Being mindful here that your knees don't fall out. So imagine there's like an orange or lemon that you're squeezing in between your knees. Really engage those inner thighs and protect the knees. And exhale to lower. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Repeat this 2 more times. Inhale to lift. When you get to the top, test yourself and see, can you lift 1 inch higher, squeezing the glutes. Exhale to lower. And last time, peeling your hips all the way to the sky. Once you get there and you're at your highest point, inhale to ground into the left foot and lift the right leg off, either keeping it at tabletop or stretching that leg and extending it long. From here, exhale, lower your hips to the ground and inhale to push up. Inhale, exhale, lower and inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. You're doing really well. This is when the left thigh really starts to fire up. Last one. Lowering the hips. And inhale to extend up long. Point your toes, really reach for the ceiling. Before extending your right leg all the way down straight to the mat. And then replacing it back down. Exhale, lower everything. And kick the knees in. Rocking side to side. Releasing out that left glute. And for placing your soles of your feet back down to the mat, readjusting yourself. We're going to continue. So as we peel up this time, we're going to peel up both feet still on the mat. And then we're going to do slight pulses. So your knees are going to push in together 10 times. We're going to really squeeze that orange that we're holding between our knees. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And as you're here, can you lift slightly higher? Really squeeze those glutes. And exhale, lower. Nice, good job. Bring it in here for a quick stretch through the glutes. So you're going to bring your left leg onto the outside of your right thigh for a figure 4 stretch. You can either interlace your fingers here, clasp them behind your thigh or in front of your shin, whichever feels more comfortable. Just holding it there. On every exhale, pull your right leg slightly closer to you. Really flex through that left foot. Really nice. Extend, let everything go and just swap it over. Right foot comes onto the outside of the left thigh. Really flexing through it and clasp wherever's comfortable for you. Last exhale here before releasing, and then we're going to repeat that series on the other side. So checking in back with our neutral position, both heels grounded. Inhale to curve the pelvis and peel up all the way to the ceiling. And exhale, lower. Repeat 2 more bridges. Inhale, really curl up, squeeze the glutes. Exhale to lower. And then inhale, peel up on this next one. You know what's coming, so really ground that right foot in to the mat. Peel off the left leg and then extend it up long. The option here to keep it in a tabletop, it's absolutely available. But if you're extending it long, really point through the toes. Then exhale to lower the hips to the mat. Inhale to extend. Exhale, lower. Inhale, extend. Really challenge yourself when you're extending. You're lifting your hips up high. Can you lift 1 inch higher to the ceiling? I know it burns. Repeat this 3 more times. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower. Inhale, extend. Lift your hips up high. Exhale to lower. And last time, really peel the hips up using your core. Lift the toes to the ceiling 1 inch more and then slowly lower that leg, keeping it extended before placing it back down. And repeating this time, keeping both hips lifted. You've placed both feet back down onto the mat and then squeeze your tiny pulses so knees are coming in. For 6, 5, 4, really squeeze that lemon. 2, 1, nice. Slowly lower with control. And then hug the knees in, rocking side to side, giving yourself a nice break. From here, we're gonna readjust and make ourselves known to the top of the mat. We're gonna bring ourselves up, walk through a vinyasa. So if you want to come through a fetal position, roll onto your side and push yourself up. We'll meet from there. Or if you're in this nice position, your knees are into your chest, you can start rocking, gather some momentum, and then slowly come up to the top of your mat. Roll through your knees, tuck your toes, rock your heels back, and then just send your heels all the way to the mat, slowly coming through a forward fold and finding yourself in your standing position. Head is the last thing to come up here. And wherever you've landed in your mat, we're going to take a step back, knee at the back of our mat this time. Feet can be close together or hip width apart, whatever's most comfortable. Rolling the shoulders back, checking in with that posture. And then inhale to bend the knees, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale for a forward fold. Keep a generous bend in the knees here. Walking your hands out, allowing yourself to find that upper high plank. Exhale to move through your chaturanga here. Either drop your knees, chest and chin to the mat. Coming through an up dog, on tucking the toes. And then exhale, pushing back to your downward dog. Pedaling out the heels here, especially that we work the posterior chain. The backs of your legs might be tight. Really nice. So from here, inhale to straighten both legs, push your heels down to the mat, and then allow yourself to ripple your upper body forward, coming through your plank. Really strong core here, strong through the arms. And then as you keep your elbows tucked in nicely, we're going to lower with control until your full chest is on the mat. Bring your hands stacked on top of one another here and just placing your forehead on top of your hands, engaging your glutes here and kind of turning out your hips as we begin to move through some leg lifts. Inhale to lift both legs off. Keep your forehead on your hands if that's the most comfortable place, and exhale to lower. Inhale to lift, exhale lower. Inhale, lift. On every lift, really challenge yourself. Can you lift 1 centimeter higher? And exhale to lower. Releasing your hands here, out to the side. Lowering your head. And then inhale as you mindfully engage your lats, engage your back. Inhale to sweep your arms up and overhead. Lifting your chest, really strong gaze forward. And exhale to lower. Repeating this 2 more times. Inhale, lift. And exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. As you lift, everything in the back is engaged. Your lats are turned on. Your glutes are protecting your lower back. And exhale to lower. This time, both legs and arms lift off at the same time. So before you lift off, really mindfully engage everything. Turn on your thighs, really engage your shoulders, and inhale to sweep your arms all the way up, legs lifted. From here, holding it here, remembering to breathe, and exhale, lower. This time we're going to lift off. Exhale in this position, relax it down. Inhale to lift off, holding everything lifted. And then almost as if you have a bar over your head, you're just going to pull your arms back down. Allow that to lift your chest a little bit more. And then extend. Holding in this position, exhale, bring your arms down, really engaging your back. Inhale to extend. 1 more time, we're going really well. Exhale, pull. Inhale, extend. And then relax everything down. Bring your hands back in to tuck underneath your shoulder blades, tuck in the toes. Realign your body for pushing up for a slight baby cobra. Releasing any tension in the neck. Looking left and right. Exhale to release the chest down. Send your knees as wide as your yoga mat. Tuck your toes and push back for a child's pose. Well needed at this point. Coming back up, inhale to push yourself back up. You'll find yourself in that tabletop position. Tuck your toes, push your heels back to your hips, and send it high to the sky for a downward dog. We've got one more flow of this series, and we're almost there. You're doing really well. Paddling out the heels, taking your time with downward dog. Checking in with that breath. And then inhale from here to push your heels down to the mat, rounding through your left heel to release your right leg high, kicking it to the ceiling for three-legged dog. And then slowly bending your knee, sending your knee all the way to your nose. Upper body's in plank. And exhale to release that leg. So you're bringing yourself into that low runner's lunge. Coming onto your tippy toes, sending your gaze strong and forward, opening the chest. And this time from here, planting your left hand down, you're going to roll onto the knife edge of your outside foot, readjusting how you need. And then if you need to create space, heel toe your other foot out and just extending up long, reaching your right fingertips to the ceiling, feeling a nice stretch through your glutes. If this isn't accessible to you, you can drop that back knee. If you want to keep it long. And we aren't staying here for long, because if it's something you want to test further strength and balance, you can release that right leg, stack it on top of your left, and find yourself in your side plank. Lifting up through the side, really opening and engaging your obliques. Option to drop the lower knee here to the mat. Last exhale here as you peel the fingertips back down, rotate the body, come through your high plank, and we'll move through vinyasa, dropping the knees, chest and chin to the mat. Inhale for baby cobra, and exhale, chest, and everything comes down to the mat. Tuck your toes here if you want to push up through your plank, or onto your knees, and ultimately sending the hips high for a downward dog. One deep breath cycle here in downward dog. Inhale through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Next, inhale to ground through that right heel. Kick your left leg off. Really stretch through the leg. And then bend into that knee. Sweep it up to the chest. Aiming for your knee to touch your nose. And then exhale, step the foot up in between the hands, finding your runner's lunge. Come onto your tippy toes, allowing yourself to create space in your chest. And then planting that right hand down, rotating onto that right outside knife edge of the right foot. And then creating space in your front leg to peel your left fingertips this time up to the ceiling. This pose is a nice stretch for your glutes, but you do kind of feel everything working, strengthening, keeping everything balanced. Find that gaze in front of you, keep that focus, always using your core as well. And then inhale to lift the left leg off, stack it on top of the right. There may be a wobble or two getting into this position, and that's okay. Really lift up through your hips to engage your obliques. Holding strong, using your breath. If you feel a shake, that means it's working. Last inhale here. As you exhale, slowly with control, lower your fingertips back to the mat, finding yourself in that high plank. One more time, holding high plank here for just a moment. Through one breath cycle. Inhale in. And exhale. Either find your downward dog straight away or move through vinyasa. Lower the knees, chest and chin. Sweeping up for a baby cobra. Releasing everything out. And then lowering down to the mat. From here, sending your knees out wide once again, pushing your hips back. Coming through a baby child's pose, but not staying here. We're just going to walk our fingertips back into our body, come onto our heels, sweep our feet around, sending them out long on the mat. And once again, soles of the feet come to the ground. Really grasp the back of your thighs here, sending your spine up straight before exhaling and curving everything. Really creating space in between your shoulder blades, tucking the chin to the chest. Inhale to create the opposite effect, so arching your back, lifting your gaze to the ceiling. And exhale this time. You're really going to curve through your spine, but you're going to continue down all the way to the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. Allowing your knees to come into your chest one more time. And we'll end this class and this flow similar to how we've begun. So from here, extending your legs out long. Inhale, sweeping your arms up and overhead. And then pushing your fingers and your toes away from your body, making yourself as long as possible. Inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, release. Dropping your hands heavy beside your body, releasing your toes. Have a nice shake in the hips, right to left. Release any tension. Circling the wrists. And just taking a moment here for yourself to allow your body to come back to neutral. Allow your breath rhythm to steady. Feel your body really heavily melt into the mat. And just take a moment of stillness to thank your body for the movement that you showed up to do today. Bring slight awareness and a wiggle to your fingers and your toes. Blinking open your eyes. So you bend your knees in to your chest, and however you like to come up to seating. Swinging your knees around, and we'll meet in a comfortable seated position. Just to take one final moment to finish off this flow nicely, whether you've done it at the end of your day or at the start of your day, and would like to continue forward, taking the energy that your body has given you from this movement. Bringing your hands together in prayer. And then bowing your head, bringing your thumbs to your third eye, bowing your head in gratitude. And namaste.
Thank you so much again for joining me in class today. I hope you enjoyed it.